Hi YouTube, Rob here again with another Bible review. This time I'm going to be reviewing the Thomas Nelson King James Version Giant Print Deluxe Reference Bible in a black Leathersoft. It is in the comfort print. It is just like say Leathersoft, but it is Smith sewn. I assume most of these are Smith sewn, although it doesn't say that on the back of the box. But I think it is. But it was a cheap Bible, but it does have a very readable font, 12.2 type. The problems with this Bible, as we'll see, is the paper, which is not the greatest, and it isn't line matched as far as I can see. So we have some problems there. But it is a very relatively cheap Bible. You can pick this up for around about £15. And it's very good. If you like the King James Version, it is still a reasonable Bible to buy. So let's have a look at the Bible itself. It is in a black Leathersoft, like with most of Thomas Nelson's Leathersofts now. It's very nice. The cover itself is very sort of classy, with Holy Bible stamped in the front. It is perimeter stitched. On the spine, we see Holy Bible, King James Version, the Thomas Nelson logo. Nothing fancy there. It is has black. We can see there black head and tail bands, and comes with two red ribbons, which sort of complement. Again, these ribbons are just single-sided, but quite nice, quite a classy sort of look, quite an old school type look to it. The Bible itself is, turn that round, it is just a 6 3/4 inches wide. It is around about just coming up to 9 3/4 inches tall, but it is quite a thin Bible, so we're looking at probably around about 1.25 inches thick. So it is again sort of roughly on that sort of standard sort of large Bible side. It is supposed to lay flat, but that's another problem with this. Again, we have a sort of card paste down liner with the Holy Bible and the presentation page on the inner card stock. We have just a sheet there, and we have Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testaments translated out the original tongues. We have, to the Most High Mighty Prince, we have the Epistle Dedicatory, and then the table of contents of the Old and New Testaments, book abbreviations, special abbreviations, and then straight into the Old Testament. There's no bells and whistles on this. It does have brief book introductions at the start of each book, and then it is just a text and reference Bible. As you can see there, you can see straight away the show through. I can see there, you can see that it is the paper is very thin. That's not to say it is readable. There are no problems with the readability of it because the font is so clear and bold. And I do really like the font. I really think the font is, they've really hit the mark on this. And it's just a shame that the paper is not a wee bit more opaque. And we were able to see it'd be lovely to see this typeface and this size typeface on a Bible that has better paper. So we have centre column references, just a 2-column verse by verse format with book introductions. And that is pretty much it. There are no bells and whistles. You see that it's trying to close itself. I've not broken this Bible in, but if you can if you go back to Genesis 1, you can see there this page, the cover itself is trying to close. I don't know whether that will happen, because I have a New King James very similar to this, that even after many months of usage, it's still trying. This hinge here seems to want to stop it from closing. So it will eventually probably wear in, but it's taking a while. But as soon as you get sort of into like the end of sort of Exodus, but even so, you can see there it's still trying to shut itself. But if you're holding it in your hand, it's a nice light Bible to hold, good one to read. But like I say, the show through, I think we can actually zoom in on some of this and actually show you. Right, just come out a wee bit. There we go. You can see the show through there and how it's not line matched. You can see here, just up here, that line is not quite, and that does it. Sometimes it's line matched, sometimes it isn't. It's just more of a, you see that's a better page, it seems to be better, and that is line matched there, but it's more of an accidental thing. As you can see here again, we have quite a lot of show through from the page below, but it's not the worst Bible I've ever seen, but it's not the best. Now it is a red letter, and again the red letter is done fairly well. It's not a great deal of, let me just get back into Matthew, you can see a fair bit of red letter. There we go, that's that page. Red letter is fairly consistent. Unlike the Open Bible which I reviewed, the centre column references are just in black, and they are harder to find which verse that goes with, but not impossible. The New King James Version, which I have already reviewed with a similar setup, I find that harder to find the references, but these are bigger. The font in the references is bigger. But that's pretty much it. I mean, you can see there, it is a fairly readable Bible. I mean, for the price, it's really well done. It's a nice binding. But like I say, the paper quality could be doing with being a wee bit better. There we go. You can see there, it's quite bad with the show through on that page. But nonetheless, it's a nice Bible to read. Again, not many bells and whistles. It has a concordance, fairly extensive concordance after Revelation, usual parables, weights and measures, miracles, 1 year reading plan, and then the concordance. Then after the concordance we have the usual Thomas Nelson / Zondervan maps, again printed on a sort of glossy, sort of semi-gloss, semi-card stock paper, and then we have the paste down card liner. It has a sort of like a gold line, as you can see there, around the edge of the text block. There we go, is the ISBN. But quite a nice Bible nonetheless. Not the best paper, but for the price, I think it's still a good deal for those of you who like the King James Version. So anyway, I hope this has been a helpful review. If anybody is considering buying this, just to be aware of that. But apart from the paper, the actual Bible itself is very, very nice. So anyway, I will leave you with that, and hopefully I will be back very soon with another Bible or book review. Until then, God bless you, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.